Welcome back to my analog series. Believe it or not, I love the widescreen look, even though I don't use it very often. I think it has a real special look to it. There was one little thing that made my idea of shooting widescreen quite an endeavor, and that was the fact that I wanted to do it in camera. So no cropping, no reframing, no nothing, it had to be on the negative. In my previous tries of shooting panoramic instead of a medium format camera, well, let's say they didn't go so well, so I had to think about something else. The problem with anamorphic lenses is that they are made for mirrorless systems. So, for example, the budget options from Sirui or Blazer are made for modern DSLMs, so you can't put them on a DSLR or SLR because the flange distance is off and you wouldn't be able to focus at all with those lenses, which makes them unusable. And I had to rethink the whole idea and came across vintage PL mount anamorphics used to shoot movies on analog film cameras, so motion picture cameras that use an REPL mount. But those lenses have several problems as well. First of all, they are quite expensive, they are really hard to come by, and the PL mount flange distance is a different one than the Nikon F flange distance, for example, so they aren't compatible either, so I can't use them as well. So I thought about that problem and decided the best option for me would be to buy an anamorphic adapter. I bought the Sirui 1.25 times D squeeze. And of course it's not that much, especially if you're shooting 4x3 images, but I like the look of it. It's not that expensive, it's relatively sharp, it's heavy as frick. So this thing is around 700 grams, I believe, and putting this in front of your lens makes your setup really front heavy. But I like the images I was able to capture with this, especially paired with my vintage lenses, for example my Nikon AIS50, which was the main lens that I used with it. But without further ado, let's just jump into the images and have a look. Geil. Ja, genau so. We took some more pictures, but even though I pushed the film one stop, it got quite dark very fast and we decided to come back the next day.
Sag mal. Sag mal.
Komm mal einen Schritt zurück. Ja, das sieht wirklich schon was besser aus. Ja, die Rolle ist durch. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Du hast die Rolle geshootet.
Is it worth it in the end? To me personally, yes. Of course, it's a heavy and a clunky setup, and changing lenses is a nightmare, but in the end, it's about the results, and I love those. I'm really happy with the pictures I was able to capture with the lenses and the adapter, and it's really a unique thing when you get your scans back and having to de-squeeze them in post to get the final image and experience some of that anamorphic magic that I try to experience, and I was able to do that, so that's a win in my books. And of course, thank you very much to my sister who agreed to take part in that photo shoot and let me take some pictures with this setup, even though neither of us knew if it would work or not and if the images would even turn out at all. But I think they did quite fine, and thank you for that. So I have a social medias link down below, and yeah, don't really have much to say anymore. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, take care and more pictures.